Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole war chant is going full throat. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Seminoles will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bruins offense will start this game off. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When a receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
On second down, wants to throw it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games this guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
They're bringing heat. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed, and the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Seminoles offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Flying down the right side. He's at the 20. Touchdown, no! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. Finds his tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And they can't make the connection on third down. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's locked. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The give to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great seminal running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Getting some heat. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And the Seminoles racing to the line in a hurry-up. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pick up of 5, it'll be 3rd down and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Coleman.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Coming after him. He's got the tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet, McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
He's going to pass on second down. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Got it looking for a first. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. The Bruins want to crank the tempo.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. At the 45, on his way. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
And the Bruins will have a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. No huddle here for the offense.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Bruins! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Bob. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yep.
The expressway is wide open. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Leaves it with the running back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Ruiz. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And for the 2nd time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. It is perfect. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Power football with the run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down and run. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Looking to scramble. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. The Bruins want to pick up the tempo. The inside handoff. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. It's third down and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Finds his big tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Pressure coming. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. On second down, looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Avery. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They want to run it left here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal flag. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Now 2nd and 10. He makes the connection. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. And they've converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. It's good. Easy call for the refs. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the move, it's De La Rosa. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Trying play action. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. You can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Brewers.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a talent to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
They'll run play action. Wide open downfield. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now on second down. He'll do it himself. At the 40, there he goes. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Bruins want to move quickly. Touch pass on the run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And the Bruins are on the move. They'll try the left side. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Looking to buy time. He's going to take off. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bruins send out the punt unit. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Noles will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gives him a little shake, and he's got some room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They want to get this defense on its heels. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Offense, quick tempo. Wide out in motion. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UNLV looks like the best show on the Vegas Strip right now. What a dazzling offensive showcase. They're up by 21 over the Sharks. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The Seminoles in the hurry-up. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to... And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. A strike downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
Now, 4th down.
The Seminoles will go for it here on 4th down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man. It's French. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Ruiz. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
The Bruins will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. Wants to bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Takes the handoff. It's Cook. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The Bruins moving quickly to the line. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And the Bruins line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fair catch, called for and made. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To the air, it's Ruiz. Setting up the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. 3-and-out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now from inside the red zone. Makes his connection. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Bruins headed quickly to the line. They'll try the right side. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Gets it out fast. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. He's looking to throw. He'll get rid of it. It's complete. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 2nd and goal coming up. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruin.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll ride his man on the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Noles will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
It's caught. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Bruins will hustle to the line.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Caden McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses, too, throwing it. Got to be able to make good decisions. You got to be able to deliver strikes through the air, and this guy right now is doing just that.
That's caught. It's Cook. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking down.
He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. The Bruins decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. 1st down here for the offense. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. He'll do it himself. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Quarterback on the keeper. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. This offense has a 2nd down play. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. To the air, it's Ruiz. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Horn. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adapting. He breaks a tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Bruins are in the hurry-up.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Running back goes in motion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Addison. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll try to snap it quickly. That little swing pass was designed to get the running back loose and get him some space, and the defense was there to shut it down.
Yeah, and I want to get him the ball in space. I got to find ways to make that happen, but after he catches it, I need him to be a great running back. I need him to make people miss and make big plays. I'm finding ways to get him touches. Now he's got to make those big plays for me.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Addison. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Going to run it. It's Cook. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Wants to throw on second down. That pass is incomplete. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback now breaking the field. Quarterback has to protect himself. Gets down with the slide. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Off the play fake on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Horn. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 40 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
The incompletion on first down leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Off the play fake. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jeff. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Ruiz. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the offense knows the task ahead. They're down 8. It's 1st and goal. They need a touchdown and the 2. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. Good, solid tackle. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Barrels ahead. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seminoles.
I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
They got the touchdown, but still a 2-point conversion short of tying it up late. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He's not going to make it in as this defense comes up with the stop on the 2-point conversion to hold on to their lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
On second down, he's looking downfield. And the timing just a hair off. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. Bringing it back, it's Love. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. It's complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Ruiz. Fires to the big fella. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. On target to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. Fast motion from the offense. He wants to throw it. They'll run the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Florida State! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Kansas.
Throws to the wideout.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He makes a catch. And he breaks into the open. The 20. The 10. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They want to throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense. Not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.